Welcome back to another video here on Just Ask Danny. It is a hot day here at Disneyland, 94 degrees, but we're here to show you and give you updates of what's going on. There's a lot of current projects, so let's take a look at what we got going today here this weekend at Disneyland. All right, so over here on the tram route, they actually kept up the Cruella display, but just adorned it with new decorations for Muppets Haunted Mansion, which comes out, I think, October 7th or October 9th. So they got the stretching portraits, but with all the Muppets instead. Oh, and this one even changes. That's cool. Let's check the other side. So on the right side, they have Beaker and Benson over here in the little kind of busts that are normally in the queue. And then on the left side, they have some gravestones for Gonzo and Pepe the Prawn. The King Prawn, rather, sorry. And then on the back side, it is just a kind of photo opportunity. You can stand in front of it, take photos. Pretty neat use of the space, to be honest. This was very highly themed for Cruella. So kind of reusing that same space for Muppets is pretty creative. And again, this is just off of the tram route. So if you are walking the tram route, you'll just encounter it on your way back to the parks. If you walked over the bridge and through downtown Disney like I did, you can just kind of hop on over from the Naples side and head on over here if you guys wanted to see it and take some pictures. So right over there is the popcorn stand on Main Street USA Town Square. They've actually restocked the Mickey Mummy popcorn bucket, and the line wraps around the whole town square and almost connects with the line for the Mickey pumpkin picture. So quite a long line over here for the popcorn bucket. It's definitely still popular. Over here in Adventureland, Tarzan's treehouse is still closed. It's all covered up in tarps, the whole thing, even on the Indiana Jones side. So this is a pretty lengthy refurbishment, one I was not expecting. Like a lot of things happening right now at Disneyland. Yeah, this is over here in Adventureland. So if you guys were hoping to do this and you have a trip coming up, know that this is going to be closed. So check the refurbishment calendar and see when it reopens. All right, so we decided to take the raft on over to Tom Sawyer's Island. I'm gonna check out Dead Man's Grotto and a couple other things from that side. I haven't been to Tom Sawyer's Island since the parks reopened, at least for me. It was closed originally, and then once it reopened, I just hadn't come back. So this is my first time back over there in quite a long time. Like I mentioned, it's been a while, so let's head on into Dead Man's Grotto. I'd almost forgotten what's in here. I feel like I'm walking into an HHN maze. The parchment says, "A warning to all, here be the heart of Davy Jones." And then they've got the dead man's chest here. And you can feel Davy Jones's heart beating. Of Davy Jones. Let's check out the rest. It says, "Beware the cursed treasure."
Who dares to lay a hand upon my treasure? Yar!
What do we have here? It says, "Touch this cursed gold if you dare." And the gold disappears. So when you try to touch it, it actually disappears. And then you see it comes back.
Furious are you, matey? We'll take a good look. There's a world of trouble ahead for them what takes this cursed gold.
I think we reached the end of Dead Man's Grotto. So for those of you that are wondering, when you're over here on Tom Sawyer's Island, they do have bathrooms. And they also have water bottle refill stations. So if you got your water bottle or if you have your hydro flask, you can fill it up over here on Tom Sawyer's Island, no problem. But let's go ahead and continue exploring. So Tom Sawyer's Island was actually renovated. God, I don't even remember the year, but it was the year that Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest came out. So that's why all the theming here is around the Dead Man's Chest movie. So like the Dead Man's Grotto we just walked through, and this area over here all have that theming for that movie. So you've got Davy Jones, you know, the cursed treasure, all that kind of stuff related to that second Pirates of the Caribbean movie. We got the little grotto here. So again, it was around that time. Some people like the layover, some people don't like it. They want the original Tom Sawyer's Island back. I guess I haven't gone up here in a while. I know back in the day, when I was a young kid, you could actually climb up into the treehouse. I feel like this is the highest point you could get to when you're at Disneyland. But you could actually go up the treehouse, up there, and look out the top. They definitely don't do that anymore, that's for sure. Yeah, so and they also had a waterfall or like a water feature around this tree. So like you can kind of see the leftover remnants of it. So it kind of was in there, it'd go through here, and it would come down here and drain into the water. And then on this side, over here, it would actually come from out here, and you can see they plugged it up, some kind of black putty right there, and it would run underneath this little bridge and head on down to the water that way. So it looks like because they plugged it all up, they're probably not gonna fix that. But and there's the old entrance that you used to walk into when you'd climb up the treehouse. Yeah, not having the water feature over here has definitely kind of made this area die a little bit, but I doubt that the broken things that were happening over here on Tom Sawyer's Island were really top of their list when it came down to things they were fixing. But let's head across the drawstring bridge over here, or the little drawbridge, whatever you want to call it. So this prop was actually similar to one that was in the movie that Jack Sparrow was trapped inside of. So they put it here so that you can kind of stand in it and take photos. And then they also had like a little treasure chest over here buried in a sunken ship, and you could pump out the water and it would reveal like the buried treasure, as well as the skeleton who was trying to guard it. So they had a bunch of things here that you kind of all had to work in conjunction. So this kind of raised up the treasure over there on the other side, and then this over here pumped out the water. There used to be a lot of life in this area. I don't know if any of this stuff works anymore. I can go down there and try it out. Oh no, it actually has a sign right there. Right there. That says, sorry, lift not working today. So I just drained the water out by pumping it. You can see the two skeletons underneath there, and then the buried treasure. That was a lot of work all by myself. Next up, pontoon bridge. Hopefully I don't eat crap on this. Or drop my phone in the water. So on Tom Sawyer's Island, Pirate's Lair, here they have actually Davy Jones' ship, or part of it anyway. And when you go inside, you can actually hear the ship creaking as if it's still on the ocean water. And then you hear Davy Jones talking as well.
So the fate shall be of any ship that dares defy.
So it is still pretty cool, convincing effect. You can hear the wood creaking as if it's like the ghost of the ship. And you can see this is his ship. It has the barnacles on it because it came out from underwater. Remember, Davy Jones' cursed ship and his cursed crew. This is a cool little area.
Mark ye well that all who sail the sea must one day answer to the call of Davy Jones.
Some of you might remember back in the day too, when you went over to Fort Wilderness, you could actually head inside there and climb the towers. They had Little play guns up there for kids, and you can kind of go all around this. They don't really use it anymore. Now it's mainly used for Phantasmic show crew and entertainment department when they're doing Phantasmic and stuff like that. But I believe they still have the remnants of the old Jack Sparrow meet and greet on the back of the island, so I'm gonna head that way now. They did add some new restrooms over here a few years ago, quite a few years ago actually, onto Fort Wilderness. So they do have full restrooms here, family restrooms that can be shared, and it is wheelchair accessible with an elevator right there. So that is an option too. People think that there are no bathrooms here on Tom Sawyer's Island. There's actually quite a few. So let's head to the back and see what's left of the Jack Sparrow meet and greet back here. So over by the meet and greet, there is one of the little cave systems here that kids used to like to really climb in and out of. This whole system back here is closed behind the fort, and then the Jack Sparrow meet and greet is still here, but obviously there's no characters meeting here. But you can come here and take photos or just escape the sun like a lot of these people are doing, because it's a hot day today. Well, we're on the very, very back corner of Tom Sawyer's Island now. No further back that you can go. They closed this area a long time ago. So we're kind of near where Galaxy's Edge, where you enter Galaxy's Edge from Critter Country. I remember back in the day when we were covering the construction of Galaxy's Edge, we used to come on this island and try to get as many pictures as we could, kind of in that general direction, to see what was going on. It's funny thinking back on all that stuff now. But yeah, I mean, Tom Sawyer's Island's a great place to kind of relax and just chill out. If you want, especially if you want to try to escape a really crowded Disneyland, Tom Sawyer's Island is really nice and peaceful. You can find a lot of places in the shade just to relax. So if you want to come over here during the heat of the day, if it's a hot day like this one, definitely come over to Tom Sawyer's Island. Remember, the last raft of the day leaves at 5 o'clock for Tom Sawyer's Island. So you don't have all day to head on over here. But it is nice. Look, I found a nice shady spot right here. But there's not really a lot to do here. There's a lot for kids to do though. Kids can climb all over and all the different cave systems. You've got the few caves that I just went into, as well as some of the other Pirates of the Caribbean little fun add-on things they added. But other than that, there's no like attractions or character meet and greets, at least right now on the island. That things could change later on, but for the most part, it's really just a place to kind of escape. And today's a really crowded day at Disneyland, so coming over here is a nice escape. But let's head back to the mainland and check out the construction for Pelican's Landing and a few other things on this side of Disneyland before we head over to Disney California Adventure to check out what's going on at World of Color. So over here at the front of Tom Sawyer's Island, they have the water feature off, the water wheel over here, but they are working on some of the Phantasmic infrastructure. So some of the fountains over here, they've got the river dammed off around it, and they're clearly working on it. So this may be signs of Phantasmic coming back. I know this isn't really new, but I hadn't really seen it up close yet. So here's an up close look at for you guys. They've got it all drained out, and this is just off of Rivers of America here for Phantasmic Infrastructure. I don't know if you guys remember this little boat over here, but this was part of a Pirates of the Caribbean stunt show that they used to do on the island back in the day when the movies were really popular. This boat would kind of slide into the water. The pirates would kind of hang off of it and do fun things. There was a lot of interactivity over here that's kind of not here anymore. But you know, it's all changing with the times. Some of this stuff's not really relevant to people nowadays, so but it's interesting to kind of take a walk down memory lane over here. And again, we're gonna do some more Disneyland updates here, and then if you want the Disney California Adventure updates, you're gonna head on over to Five Fires YouTube to watch the second part of this video that's gonna be all about Disney California Adventure Park. But for now, stay tuned here to finish the rest of our day here at Disneyland. And again, there's the Columbia dry docked. Like we mentioned in the previous video, it's going to be dry docked until November. And then, of course, there's the Pelican's Landing construction. Not a lot going on there. So I'm not going to head over to the Mark Twain because it looks literally exactly the same as what it was last time. So not much change. So we're not going to see much from above in that area. I'm gonna head over to New Orleans next to see if we can find anything over there at that new location, and also the Royal Street Veranda. actually have the Mickey popcorn bucket over here in New Orleans Square too. And the line is super long over here as well, just like Main Street, but more shaded over here, so better line in my opinion. So the former Le Baton Rouge location is fully behind, or it's fully out now behind its scaffolding, but nothing's different over here. No walls are down on the inside. They're still working on it. It still has the food related signs on the outside, so no big change over here really. We'll still continue to keep an eye on this one and see what it ends up turning into, but for now we got nothing going on over here. It does look really nice though. It matches the theme of Club 33 right next to it, or at least the former Club 33 door. So this is definitely new for me today. Over here at Pixie Hollow, it is still closed, but right next to Pixie Hollow, Tinkerbell is actually meeting and greeting guests from afar. So this is a new one and definitely something that people have been waiting for. Tinkerbell out meeting and greeting guests for photos. Over here in Mickey's Toontown, again, no real change over here. I don't even see any additional infrastructure added to the building for the upcoming hill attachment. So it seems like a lot of projects, at least on this side of the Esplanade, are kind of at a standstill this last week. Maybe it was due to the heat. They want to wait till it's a less hot week. But nothing really changed from the previous week. So, but I'll keep checking, keep looking around. So I made my way over to the Magic Key Lounge over here in Tomorrowland. There was no wait to get in. Just scan your pass and head on in, since I feel like majority of the crowd's left. Nothing really changed in here since the last time we came in on opening day or opening week. It's all essentially the same. But it's a great place to cool off in air conditioning. Sit down for a second, charge your phone, grab some snacks, and take some photos. Like I mentioned, it is still open, and as of today, the cast member said there was never like a QR code reservation needed. You could just head on in whenever you wanted. So if you have a Magic Key and you're in Tomorrowland and Disneyland, head on over here and make your way in. It's a little bit different story over at the Magic Key Terrace, which is at Disney California Adventure Park. That one requires reservations and does require you to put your name on a wait list. One of the things I forgot to mention is over at the Magic Key Lounge, they're actually giving away the Stark Industries Complex Avengers Campus map. This map is featured in Avengers Campus on like a little display when you first walk in. Well, they're giving you your own commemorative version of it to take home over at the Magic Key Lounge, one per key holder. You just scan your key and they give it to you as you're exiting. So I actually got a bag for it because I had someone that wanted it. So I'm going to bag it up and take it home. But anyone can get this over at the Magic Key Lounge in Tomorrowland. All right, guys, but that about does it here on our update video for Disneyland. Part 1 of this video. Part 2 is actually going to be over on Mondo's channel, Five Fires YouTube. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to Mondo. You can find the second half of this video for updates on Disney California Adventure Park, World of Color, and a bunch of other things headed on over there. I'll give you a quick update from that side of the Esplanade. But yes, if you haven't already, head on over to Mondo's channel to watch the second half of this video. And congratulations to Mondo. He's almost at 100,000 subscribers. What a huge accomplishment, and all the hard work that he's put in over the past years to get his channel to where it is today. But thanks so much for watching here on Just Ask Danny. If you haven't already, please like this video. Go ahead and leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't as well. And look forward to more and more update videos. We're gonna have a few narrated videos coming out. I've got a video talking about the Knott's Berry Farm Hotel coming, so a few things to look forward to. But our day here at Disneyland is coming to an end. It has been a hot day, but a fun day. So now we head over to Disney California Adventure Park across the Esplanade. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.